Finding the sum and the difference of two terms is something that you can only do if they're like the opposites of each other. So let's see, A plus B times A minus B. Now the way that you would solve that is you would square the first thing. So you would say A squared. You just stick in a minus sign. It doesn't matter what's going on. You stick in a minus sign between the two. And then you square the second term, which is B, so like that. Okay. First. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start with my colors. I'm going to multiply the sum and difference. So here we have 7y plus 8 times 7y minus 8. Okay. First, you square the first term. This is your first term. So we're going to square it. So 7y squared. And then we're going to do the second thing, which is you stick in your minus sign. You just shove it in there, minus. Okay? And then after you stick in your minus sign, you square the second term, and your second term here is 8, so it would be minus 8 squared. And then you simplify, and here you just distribute. So 7 squared is what? What's 7 times 7? 7 times 7 is 49. So it'd be 49 y squared. And of course, your minus, it doesn't matter because you're going to be squaring this number. You're not squaring negative 8. You're squaring 8. I'll put parentheses around it so you can see you're only squaring the 8. You leave the negative. The negative is going to stay there no matter what. So what is 8 squared? 8 squared is equal to 8 times 8, which would be 64. So that's how you do that. Let's go to another example. Here we have x minus 7. X minus 7 times x plus 7. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to square the first term. And here your first term is the x, so yes, you are going to square the x first. That's just how it's going to happen. So first you square the x. That is very badly written. I'll just redo my 2 for you. So you square the x, and then you stick in your minus sign. You just shove it in there. Boom. And then you square your second term, which is a 7. And then you put 7 in there, you square it. Okay, parentheses. Notice that I did not underline the minus sign here because that's not the term you're squaring. You're only squaring not squaring the sign at all. That's the sign. It's like that. The sign doesn't really matter there because regardless, it's going to be a minus whatever. So, okay, because when you square something, it's just going to wind up being a positive. So then you ask yourself, and then you simplify. So, x squared equals what? X squared. And minus, stick your minus sign up in there. And then 7 squared. What is 7 squared? 7 times 7 equals 49. Good job. And then the last one. You have 3 minus 2y times 3 plus 2y. So 3 minus 2y times 3 plus 2y. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to square the first term. The first term here is 3. So, just draw my parentheses around it. There's a 3. Square it. And you stick your minus sign up in there. And then you square your second term, which is this 2y here. Stick it in the parentheses. And then you square it. So then you simplify. What is 3 squared? 3 squared. 3 times 3 is 9. And then you shove your little that in there. And then 2 squared is 4, and y squared is y squared. And that is how you find the sum and difference of two terms.